Hello everyone, Staku here, and welcome back to another Hearts of Iron 4 video. Now, one of the questions that I got was a person who was saying that they were trying to follow my Mexico guide, and they were not able to invade, well, Haiti. Admittedly, in the beginning, some of the naval invasions can kind of suck, and I can see where that's going to confuse some people. But guys, I'm telling you this, Mexico, in my opinion, is still the most broken nation in the game. And so to demonstrate how I'm doing naval invasions, let me go ahead and set this up for you. Alright, it's March 1st of 1938, and we were only 15 days away from finishing the Liberate the Caribbean focus. That is going to give us war goals on Cuba, Haiti, as well as the Dominican Republic. Now, later on in the game, naval invasions are significantly easier because you're going to have more troops, you're going to have a lot more industry to give them significantly better equipment, but in the beginning when you're playing Mexico, you don't really know what to do, and even kind of strong units will lose against weaker units because of how many debuffs you get when launching a naval invasion. The best thing that you could possibly get is having the engineer company for 1936 because that is going to help you with invasions, but chances are, unless you specifically choose to get it and you've actually built up the industry enough to allow you to have a good supply of support equipment, you're not going to be able to equip those troops in the first place. But if you were following what I was doing in my previous guide, then by this point you should honestly have like the 4th, the 5th, the 6th, or even the 7th idea already unlocked for your doctrine. Truly, you only really need up to your 4th because of these massive bonuses that you get to soft attack from your support companies, which is going to provide huge bonuses for your support artillery. So make sure that you have your general who you've been using since the beginning, who by this time should have infantry expert to get that additional 10% attack for your infantry. And until this is actually completed, and maybe even a little bit after, try to focus on training this guy up because you're going to want to train and get as much experience on these units as you can. I mean, there is a huge difference between a regular train that is going to have a 0% modifier and a 25% bonus modifier for being a regular troop. And of course, you need to get any troops that are green up to at least train so that you can remove that minus 25% debuff. Also, even though they're not much help, it's still something. Try to pump out as many of these ships as you can for just getting some destroyers or something that is capable of firing weapons. Because when you assign these to naval invasion support, these are going to be providing supporting fire for you as you invade. But now that the focus is complete and we have a war goal on Cuba, Haiti, and the Dominican Republic, we could go ahead and launch our attack, but some of you may decide to wait a little bit longer just to get some of your troops maybe trained up to the next level. In this case, this won't be necessary because I know exactly how to do this. Any and all planes that we possibly have we are going to assign to this specific army since it's going to be moving to support them. Now what we've gone ahead and done is assigned attacks to these divisions that spreads it out over these 3 provinces. You could try for just these 2, but to be honest, if they condense themselves enough in them, it's going to end up having a difficult time breaking through. So if you assign it over this wider area across Havana and the provinces next to it, you can at least secure this end piece and start pushing towards Havana. So without further ado, let's go ahead and declare war. And we will watch them go. Notice looking at this that you have 3 different sets of attacks that are going here at the same time. They're going to be trying to push on all sides. It's going to be a little bit brutal. What you can go ahead and do just to push this in the beginning to try and make it is use force attack. Some of your attacks like this one you can see are starting to fail, but you're going to have a success on 2 of them at least. Okay, we've taken this. And that has caused Havana to fall. At the same time, our additional 3 troops have made it over here onto this side. But the 3 divisions that we had here failed to attack this province and are now moving back to retreat towards Havana. Which is fine, that's going to happen. But now that their capital has fallen and they have no real way to resupply, at this point you can just start pushing towards Guantanamo. At the exact same time that this is happening, you can go ahead and prepare a naval invasion since it's not going to take us time here. And we're going to go from Cuba, and we're going to select these 2 provinces right here. We're not going to split this among 3, we're only going to focus on 2 because there's only 3 points for Haiti to defend from here. And just like that, Cuba falls. And because we've done a naval invasion, you honestly should at this point have a trait that you can get for your general, which is going to be something to help support your naval invasions. And now check it, this is going to give us amphibious, which as a trait is going to be pretty nice because you can requisition additional landing craft and resources for a naval invasion. It's not necessarily as useful now, but it means that if you wanted to attack them even quicker, you could do so. And now that everything is ready, we can just go ahead and declare on Haiti. Now, their units are going to be spread out over all 3 provinces, which means if you divide your units, you're going to have kind of a harder time because they're way more concentrated. You want to be able to cut off at least 1. So once again, let's go ahead and launch an attack. Now notice here, they're going to start sending their units down to support the capital immediately. You're not going to take the capital first. You're going to end up taking this province right here. And boom, we've managed to take the province, but our troops are starting to lose over here on this battle, which means that it is time to start moving over and attacking immediately. As long as you can secure the south here, they're not going to be able to stop you, even if they send reinforcements. And there you go. Just like that, Haiti is gone. And at that point, clearing out the Dominican Republic is as simple as that. We already have a land border, so we can just go ahead and go. And at that point, there's really not anything that they can do. Just like that, the Caribbean is united. Well, at least those that are not controlled by the colonial powers. But that is how you do naval invasions, and at that point, all before you even have any engineer companies assigned to your troops. To be honest, although you only really need the 4th or 5th doctrine here for superior firepower to do this, you really want to try and aim as high as you can get. The more army experience you can get, the better. The faster you can max things out. Because if you can get to centralized fire support, well, that's going to increase all of your units' attack by a base 5%, and that is going to be huge at that time. But anyway, this has been Stakuyi with a little guide of how to do something. If there's any other questions or little neat tricks or things that you want to see or explain, then please do let me know. Put it down in the comments below. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe. Also, make sure to join me here on Discord, which you have the link down in the description below, because we play HOI4 games every Saturday, and you can join me for some of these big multiplayer games. I do hope that you all have a good rest of your day, and I will see you all next time. Thank you very much, guys.